We are back with some more Madden 23 player ratings, and this one is a very, very important video because for Madden 23 I will be running two franchises side by side. Obviously, you guys already saw the Legacy League team we will be using for our online league. That is the Texans. If you missed on that video, definitely go click on the two offensive and defensive breakdown videos for that. The Legacy League will be starting shortly after Madden comes out. Once we get sliders figured out and all that good stuff, we will be hopping straight into the online league. And I wanted to add a little bit more this year in Madden. Instead of just strictly doing the online league, I wanted to give you guys more content, and I was trying to figure out something different than the normal that I usually do. So we will be doing a Bears rebuild. We'll be doing all the off-season stuff, all the trades, setting the lineups, but we are not going to be playing a single snap. We're going to be putting it on slow on the Super Sim and just watching the CPUs duke it out and trying to rebuild the Bears and lead them to another Super Bowl. That will be the goal. I don't know how many seasons we'll go. I mean, if it shows if there's a lot of support, we'll just go the whole entire Madden with the Bears and see what we can do with them. But it's just going to be CPU on CPU action. It's going to be just like my Texans online league. I'll be streaming every game I play. I'll be uploading every game I play. The only thing is we're not playing. We're technically the coach. We're the owner, I guess you could say. Well, we're just doing everything behind the scenes, trades, draft, all the management stuff, and then just seeing if our guys can get it done on the field. I think it'd be exciting. I thought about doing just an offline one where I'm playing the CPU, but that can get boring after, some time. It just gets really repetitive. I think if watching the CPU play the CPU could be entertaining, and it could be stressful because trying to rebuild a team where I'm physically not actually playing could be very, very stressful, trying to figure it out. And you could draft bust. You could draft a dude in the first round. You think he's a god. If I was actually playing, he'd probably be a god, but the CPU might just be trash with him. So I think it'd be something very, very entertaining. And this series is going to start right as Madden drops. So right August 15th at night, we'll upload the first video, and boom, we're rolling into this, and then we'll roll side by side with the online league. So today's video is the offensive breakdown. Just like the Texans, we're going to talk about kind of what we want to do with our offense, what we need to upgrade, who we're going to keep, all that good stuff. This offense needs help. It needs help at a lot of spots. Luckily, quarterback, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, is not one. We have Justin Fields. He's got 4 years left if we pick up his fifth-year option. So he's going to be cheap until we really have to pay him. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 92 throw power. I mean, the stats are there. We just got to get the man the protection he needs and some weapons out there to really, really help him. He has to be the guy we build around. He just has to. He's the franchise quarterback. He's the thumbnail boy. He's got to be the guy we build around. If this season or if this series is a success, it's because Justin Fields panned out. If we go 3 seasons in and Justin Fields is still sucking and he's not developing at a good rate, then, it's not going to be good for us, and we're going to have to find another quarterback probably. But he needs to be the franchise player, and we have to build around him. And running back is an interesting position group for us. Before I forget, yes, the screen looks a little ghetto. I'm too lazy to swap my stuff over to record it on my PC for this because it was a long day, so I'm on the Internet Explorer on my Xbox. It is what it is. You just have to live with it. That's why the names are all messed up. But running back's very, very interesting. I love David Montgomery as a player. I love him. I think he's 25. He's still pretty young. And he is on the last year of his deal. I'm open to re-signing David Montgomery or even letting him walk and giving it to Khalil Herbert or drafting a guy. I'm really open to everything. I think this is one where we head into the season and we just kind of see how he does. If he's having a phenomenal season and we're winning games and he's making a lot of plays, then I think it's we go ahead and we re-sign him. That 97 carrying is amazing, man. He just doesn't fumble. The speed's not the best, but I think the carrying definitely that carrying is just so crucial. This one I could go either way. I really could. I could let David Montgomery walk, use Khalil Herbert right as he leaves. They have the rookie, I think it's Treston Ebner. I believe that's the rookie. I can't remember off the top of my head what draft pick they have. Or we could just draft a guy. We could sign a guy in the offseason. I really could go any direction with this. This one, I need you guys' help in the comments down below. What do you think we should do? This one, we probably won't have a decision at year one. Obviously, David Montgomery will be starting for us the first season we start. But I'm just not sure about the future. The future could be Khalil Herbert. It could be we re-sign David Montgomery and keep Khalil Herbert and just, get the dynamic duo going. So not sure at this running back position what we should do. Definitely leave a comment down below what you guys think we should do. Wide receiver is another pretty piss poor position group. Darnell Mooney is our wide receiver 1. It would be nice if him and Justin Fields could develop a good connection, and those two can be, teammates for 5, 6, 7 seasons and just be dominant together. That would be ideal. The second wide receiver on this team could be really anyone. It's something that we're going to have to address. Is Dante Pettis a franchise wide receiver for us? I don't think so. He might just be a special teamer. I don't know. Byron Pringle, I'm pretty sure is having real life issues. I don't even know if he's on the team at this point. I know he got did he get arrested or something happened in the offseason to him? I can't remember. Tajay Sharp, not really a big fan of him. David Moore's not a wide receiver 2. He's just kind of a guy. So that wide receiver 2 to pair alongside Mooney outside, I'm really not sure who I should do. I mean, we got some guys down here. You got Equanimous, whatever the hell his name is, St. Brown. EST is what we called him when he was on the Packers, when we had our online league with the Packers in the Pandora League, and he was pretty good for us there, but just not sure if I want to use him this one. Someone that I do know I want to use quite a bit is I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. If I do, let me know how to pronounce his name. But Velus Jones Jr., 3rd round pick in this year's draft. Man's got 94 speed, 95 acceleration. I believe I'm going to put him in the slot. If you guys watched the Bengals online league I did in Madden 21, I think it was. Madden 21 in our Bengals franchise, we had John Ross as a monster. Now, obviously, we're not playing these games, so things could be different, but having a lot of speed in that slot position worked wonders for us, so I think I want to slide the 3rd round pick straight into the slot right as we start. Darnell Mooney, putting him straight in the starting spot for the wide receivers. The only one that I don't know is that second wide receiver spot. I mean, I guess I could throw Byron Pringle out there just because he's the second highest overall. I mean, maybe I could throw one of these young guys out there, but I do want to try to keep I think Pringle might just be the option because we do want to develop Justin Fields. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting playoffs year 1, but I am expecting some improvement and a decent season, so I'm hoping we can get Justin Fields devved up a little bit. So I don't want to just throw out, we already got a rookie 69 overall in the slot. I don't want to throw out one of these guys down here too and have 260 overalls paired with Mooney. I mean, we're going to be doing nothing on offense. We're going to be getting absolutely locked up. In the first offseason, though, either draft or free agency, we're going to have to find someone to pair with Mooney. Mooney might just move to a wide receiver 2, and maybe we just splash on a wide receiver 1. Mooney, I do want to keep around. It's just that second wide receiver spot. If Mooney works out and Jones Jr. works out for the slot, we just need to figure out that second wide receiver in that rotation, and we could have a really, really solid core for the future. Tight end's a pretty easy one, just like quarterback. Cole Kmet should be the guy for the future. James O'Shaughnessy is okay. He's a solid, second tight end. Definitely not the future for us. Ryan Griffin, not too interested in that man right there. He'll just be the 3rd guy. Patrick Scales, I'm assuming, is the long snapper as he's the 31 overall. But Cole Kmet, starting tight end, he should be paired just like Mooney. It should be Mooney, Cole Kmet, and Justin Fields. Those 3 need to work out for us to be successful. If they all suck, then we're going to be in absolute shambles because we're not going to be able to get much done on the offensive side if they all 3 suck. Cole Kmet, in real life, his rookie year was solid. He got a lot of targets and stuff, but he just couldn't find the end zone. So he needs to be a bigger end zone threat for us into our first season. Justin Fields finds him down there. That would be great. But he's going to be the locked-in starting tight end moving forward, unless he's just a bum. But hopefully, he can get things going for us. Now, here is where things start to get very, very bad. This offensive line is in very, very bad shape. Honestly, Tevin Jenkins might be the only promising prospect on the offensive line. The rest is just an absolute shit show, man. It is an absolute shit show. Tevin Jenkins is 24 years old. He's got really good strength. He's got 91 strength. Still very, very young. It'd be nice if we can develop him into a solid left tackle, and just have him solidify that spot the whole entire cycle for us. He's still kind of a low-ish overall, so he might get torn apart there, but it would be nice to see him develop a little bit so we wouldn't have to worry about this position, because left guard and over is bad. I mean, our left guard's okay for now. He's old, so he's going to have to get replaced somewhat soon, but center, right guard, and right tackle are so bad. So if Tevin Jenkins can work out, that would be absolutely amazing for us for the future, so we wouldn't have to worry about this position, because if he doesn't work out, we basically have to replace our whole offensive line, and that's just going to be very, very difficult for us to do. So hopefully Tevin Jenkins can work out for us so we don't have to worry about at least the left tackle. Cody Whitehair will be the starting left guard. He's an 80 overall. It's solid, but I believe he's 30 or 31 years old, so he's going to have to get replaced. I think he has like 2 or 3 years left on his deal, so it might be a case where we just ride out that contract, and when his time's up, his time's up. That way we don't have to worry about left guard at the immediate future. So maybe, our first couple seasons, we really focus on trying to rebuild center, right guard, and right tackle. And that way, if things don't work out with Tevin Jenkins in the left tackle spot, then that way maybe years 3 we try to rebuild that left tackle and center, or left guard and left tackle spot. Jesus, I can't talk. But yeah, first couple years he'll be the starter. We probably won't have to worry about him, but center, right guard, and right tackle is really where we need to put our focus in, because it is horrible there. The center group, like I said, it's terrible. I'm open to starting any of these guys. They both aren't the best. I mean, Doug Kramer at least has a lot more speed and acceleration, so he can move a little bit faster, and his strength's only 2 less. So it's like maybe I throw out Doug, but at least Sam's got a little bit better awareness. His run blocking stats might be a little bit better. I have no idea who I should start at this position. They both are pretty trash. All I know is we got to replace this year 1. This has to be a must. Center is so important, and this position group is terrible. We got to fix this ASAP. At right guard, we have a 73 overall Lucas Patrick. He's also up there in age. I think he's 29 or 30. He's up there in age, really not going to progress that much, so it's a position we got to fix. I'm also open to starting the 6th round pick, Zachary Thomas. He's a 64 overall. He's a lot less overall, but, we could see what the rookie's all about. Maybe there's something special there, maybe not. I think I kind of want to lean towards starting Zachary Thomas just to see what there is at that 6th round pick. Maybe, somehow he can get blessed by the Madden gods and he's a beast, and we don't have to worry about right guard. Chances are, if we start Zachary Thomas, he's not going to be, nothing special, and we'll still have to replace that right guard spot. Center and right tackle are the worst, both terrible groups. So if we had to pick 2 to really focus on year 1, it would be center and right tackle. Maybe we could wait a year on right guard, or at least, maybe draft a right guard in the middle rounds, not have to worry about it, or spend, some cheap money on a vet for 1 year or something. But open to starting Zachary Thomas. Let me know what you guys think at the right guard spot, but this position group is another one that's got to be fixed in the future. And the last position group for the offensive side, for the offensive breakdown, is right tackle. And it's another one, like I said, just like center, that is just so disgusting. I mean, I genuinely do not know what's going on here. It's not good. I mean, maybe it's a case where I keep the right guard. If I'm blanking on his name, the 73 overall, the old man, starting, and maybe I slide Zachary Thomas, the 6th round pick. Instead of starting him at right guard, I just throw him in at right tackle, see how he does there. This position group's got to get fixed. Right tackle and center are just so bad, and Justin Fields is probably going to get killed, and most of the games he's just going to be running for his. Good thing he has speed, because he's going to be running for his life out there trying to make things happen. Larry Borum, I don't even know. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Dude is just not up to par. Same thing with the 2 guys behind him. We definitely have to fix this position group. Let me know what you guys think we should do. Maybe we start the rookie Zachary Thomas over there. Maybe not. We'll have to see. But that is it for the offensive breakdown. Like I said, this series will be starting right as Madden 23 comes out, so we're about like 2 weeks away until maybe even under that. I think that's the 3rd right now, and the game comes out the 15th. So I mean, under 2 weeks. We are under 2 weeks, and then this franchise will start up. And for those, like I said, if you're worried about the online league, that's still going to run just like normal. We'll stream all the games. We'll post all the games. This is just a second franchise that I think would be fun simming and just relaxing, watching the CPUs duke it out. If you have any suggestions on how you would start the offensive unit, or any guys we should trade, or position groups you think we should fix, definitely leave a comment down below. This franchise, I'm going to be able to be a lot more interactive with you guys. The online leagues are a little bit more difficult. Like, some people are like, you should trade for this guy. Well, it's hard to just trade for a guy, when there's another user involved, because maybe that user wants to keep the guy. It's a lot more difficult in the online leagues. The CPU ones, we could test things out a little bit more, and start people's favorite players and all that good stuff. So definitely leave comments. I got some other exciting things in the future. Spoilers, I have a face cam ordered, so there will be face cams coming in the future once it gets here. But make sure to tune in for the defensive breakdown. It will probably come a couple days later than this. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.